If you are a business owner, then this is especially for you. Why background verification is so important for your business? Hiring the wrong employee can damage and tarnish your reputation. You can suffer financial fraud and loss. Data leakage and security risks can happen. Loss of client trust can unfold. Legal issues and non-compliance penalties can also resurface. BGV, or background verification, makes your hiring process safe, trusted and reliable. So, what are you waiting for, business owners? It's time for you to enroll now and start your learning journey right away. Hello everybody, and thank you once again for being such good listeners, and I'm really grateful to all of you for enrolling into our course. Today we're going to start with Secret Chapter 7, and the Secret Chapter 7 is all about legal and compliance. And the topics that we are going to be covering today are BGV legality, consent rules, data privacy, risk management, vendor data destruction, data retention policy, audit trail and documentation, candidate rights, vendor or third-party compliance, regulatory compliance, India IT Act and DP Act, data security controls, and finally, dispute and escalation handling. So let's get into it straight away. Legal and compliance. Well, it's a very important part of the background verification process. It ensures that all verification activities are done in a proper, safe, and legally in a correct way. Now, BGV legality means that companies must follow all kinds of laws, rules, and regulations while verifying a candidate's details. Any wrong or unauthorized verification can create legal problems for the organization. Consent rules are also very important. Before you start with the BGV process, companies must, and I repeat, must take full permission from the candidate. The consent confirms that the candidate agrees to share the information for his verification. Data privacy is another key factor. All personal and professional data must be handled carefully and securely. Companies should protect candidate information at all times and at all costs from misuse, leakage, or unauthorized access. Risk management helps companies identify and control legal and verification risks. It ensures that all kinds of checks are done properly and any issues are handled in a timely manner. Following legal and compliance rules helps companies build trust, avoid penalties, and maintain a very professional image. It also ensures safe and very transparent hiring. So, what are the key points? Follow BGV legal rules and regulations at all times. Take proper candidate consent before you even start with the BGV process. Protect data privacy and security, and manage risks very efficiently and effectively. So, let us now look at the different subtopics and the main points of this Secret 7 chapter. The first point being BGV legality. BGV legality is a very important part of the entire BGV process. It ensures that all verification activities are done according to the law. All organizations and companies must follow legal rules while checking a candidate's personal, educational, and professional data. Before starting any verification, it is necessary to take proper consent from the candidate, like I've always mentioned in my previous chapters. Without consent, collecting or verifying personal information can really lead to serious legal issues. This is why written or digital consent is always a must. Companies must also follow data protection and privacy laws. Candidate information should be used only and only for verification purposes and must not be shared with any unauthorized person. Safe storage and secure handling of data are extremely crucial. BGV should be done in a fair and non-discriminatory manner. No decision should be made based only on personal bias, religion, gender, or any such unrelated factor. Following BGV legality helps companies and legal penalties build trust and maintain a very professional reputation. It ensures that hiring is safe, ethical, and follows the law. Legal BGV protects both the company as well as the candidate. Number 2, consent rules. Like I said before, it's very, very important to take permission and consent from the employee before you even start with the verification process. Consent rules are a very important part. This consent confirms that the candidate agrees and has said yes to share their personal and professional information for verification. Consent can be taken in written form, digital signature, or online approval. The candidate should very, very clearly understand what information will be verified and how it will be used. Transparency is very, very important in this process. Without proper consent, verifying a candidate's data may lead to legal issues in the company, as I had already mentioned in my introduction. It can also damage trust between the employer and the candidate. Companies must store consent records very securely and safely at all times. This helps in case of any legal or compliance requirement. Following proper consent rules ensures that BGV process is done in a legal way with complete fairness and it is authentic. Key points: take consent before starting BGV, use written or digital forms, explain the purpose very clearly to the candidate, store consent records very safely and securely. Moving on to the third part, which is the data privacy. It is a very important part of the BGV process. Companies collect personal and professional data, information from the candidates, so it is their responsibility to protect the data correctly at all times. All candidate information such as identity details, address, information such as education and employment records must be handled securely and safely at all times. This data should be used only, and I repeat, only for the verification process and should not be shared with any unauthorized person. Companies must use secure systems, encryption, and access control to prevent data leakage or misuse. Only authorized team members should have access to these kinds of sensitive data. If data privacy is not maintained, it can very well lead to legal issues, financial loss, and damage to the reputation of the company as well. It can also reduce trust between the company and the candidate. Following proper data privacy rules also ensures and makes certain that the BGV process is safe, secure, and trustworthy. So what are the key points? Protect personal information and professional data at all times. Use secure systems and access control. Do not share data without the employee's permission. And prevent data misuse or leakage at all times to safeguard the reputation of the company. Finally, we have come to number 4, which is risk management. It is an important part of the BGV process. It helps companies to pinpoint and identify, control, and reduce risks related to hiring the wrong candidate. During the BGV process, different types of risks can be found, such as false, manipulated, and fake documents, incorrect information, or hidden background issues. Risk management helps to analyze these risks and take the proper and the right hiring decision. Companies used these results to classify candidates into low, medium, or high risk. If you are a business owner, then this is especially for you. Why background verification is so important for your business? Hiring the wrong employee can damage and tarnish your reputation. You can suffer financial fraud and loss. Data leakage and security risks can happen. Loss of client trust can unfold. Legal issues and non-compliance penalties can also resurface. BGV, or background verification, makes your hiring process safe, trusted, and reliable. It improves the hiring quality, it reduces business risks, ensures legal compliance, protects company reputation, and builds a trusted team. BGV helps you stay legally compliant and always ready for your business. What you will get in our BGV 360-degree Mastery Learning course. Very important, 20 hours recorded video course, the printed 360-degree book, which is a self-help manual explained in very simple step-by-step English or Hindi, certification support, 3 months of live classes from BGV experts, real-life industry examples based on case study approach, practical HR and verification workflow, fraud awareness and risk management knowledge, and the most important part of this program is it is available in a bilingual mode, either English or Hindi. What you will learn from this course, in a nutshell, you will learn how to verify employees, document and identity verification, hiring risk control, fraud detection, legal compliance knowledge, AI-based verification systems, and business protection and risk management. So, what are you waiting for, business owners? It's time for you to enroll now and start your learning journey right away.